for exercises to improve flexibility after 40 and eliminate safety hazards after 40. What should we do in fitness? Should we try to build muscle like young people and pursue dimensions? My answer may surprise you. After the age of 40, muscle gain is important, but more urgent and safety-related than muscle gain is flexibility, because muscles can grow slowly, but the stiffness of joints and adhesions of fascia, once formed, will be like an invisible ticking time bomb. You never know when an inadvertent movement, bending over to pick up a pen, turning around to get a cup, or a stumble when getting off the car, will make your body pay a painful price. Today, I will share with you, specially designed for people over 40, flexibility exercises designed. I'll share with you that don't take up time, don't hurt joints, and don't require any equipment, but can help you eliminate 90% of safety hazards in life. First, why after the age of 40, flexibility is more urgent than muscle gain? Before we get into the specific movements, we must first clarify a fundamental question. What happens to the body after 40? What exactly happens? Many people think that body stiffness is a natural phenomenon of aging, but the truth is, this stiffness is not caused by age itself, but the result of cumulative static posture. How long do we sit every day? 8 hours, 10 hours, or even longer? When sitting, hip flexors shorten, the hamstrings are stretched, chest muscles tighten, and the back muscles are stretched and weakened. Day after day, the body will remember this state. Fascia loses elasticity, limiting the range of joint movement. The control mode of the nervous system is locked in a narrow range. This is why many people over 40, who have good muscle strength, but get strained or sprained in an unexpected movement. It's not that they lack strength, but the body has lost the ability to work safely at that angle. Building muscle can make you look stronger, but flexibility can make you, in every small movement of daily life, a safety margin. The second movement is cat-cow pose. It's a daily maintenance for the spine. If after 40, you can only do one movement, I would choose cat-cow pose without hesitation. It's not a profound yoga pose, but it is the most basic and safest full range of motion. Why do it? After sitting for a long time, the flexion and extension functions of the spine will be severely degraded. Many people can only bend and stretch slightly, and the middle part of the range are locked by stiff muscles and fascia. Cow and cat pose uses gentle and rhythmic flow to mobilize each vertebra of the spine to restore its inherent flexibility. More importantly, it can stimulate the metabolism of the intervertebral disc. Between flexion and extension, the intervertebral disc acts like a sponge. It removes metabolic waste and brings in nutrients. How to do quadruped kneeling position, with hands directly below shoulders and knees under the hips. When inhaling, look up and arch your waist. Raise the tailbone, sink your abdomen. Feel the spine bend down section by section. When exhaling, lower your head and arch your back, and roll the coccyx down. Imagine pushing the ceiling with your back, and feel the spine arch up section by section. The key is not the amplitude, but the awareness of each section. Each movement should be like stringing beads. Start from the coccyx, and gradually transition to the lumbar, thoracic, and cervical vertebrae. For advanced and precautions, beginners can slow down. Do one movement per breath, to give the nervous system time to explore every angle. If your wrists are uncomfortable, you can clench your fists to support. If your knees are uncomfortable, put a towel under your knees. Do 10 to 15 flows a day. Do it once after waking up in the morning, and once after an hour of practice. Your spine will thank you. 3 actions to hip flexor stretches. To release the shackles of sedentary. The hip flexors are the hidden cause of low back pain. It's located above the front of the thigh, connecting the lumbar spine and the femur. When sitting for a long time, it is always shortened. Over time, it forgets how to lengthen. The shortened hip flexors will continuously pull the pelvis forward, causing anterior pelvic tilt and increased lumbar curvature. This is why many people have back pain when standing. Why do we stretch the hip flexors? Not just because it's so simple. It's about the position of the pelvis, the load on the lumbar spine, and your daily walking. Whether your hip joint can stretch normally. Many people's gait problems can't swing their legs when walking. The root cause lies in the hip flexors, or dragging their feet. How to do it? Kneel on one knee. Bend the front leg 90 degrees, with the shins perpendicular to the ground. Knees of the back leg touch the ground. Extend the calf backward. Tilt your pelvis slightly backward. Imagine rolling your tailbone downwards, and lift the pubic bone. Keep your body upright. Move your center of gravity forward. Feel the stretch in the front of the thigh at the back leg. Don't arch your waist, or over-arch your back. Keep your upper body stable. Advance and precautions. If kneeling directly on the knees is uncomfortable, you can put a folded towel under your knees. Hold each side for 30 to 45 seconds. Do 2 to 3 sets. The key is to coordinate with your breathing. Elongate the spine when inhaling, and let your body sink slightly when exhaling. Use the sympathetic nerve advantage during exhalation. to let the muscles really relax, not pulling hard. This movement. Third, thoracic rotation. Unlock the stiff upper body after 40. Many people will find that, when turning their head to look behind, the entire upper body has to rotate. Shoulders and neck always feel twisted. It's not a cervical spine problem, but the 12 thoracic vertebrae in the middle back lose their rotation ability. When the thoracic vertebrae cannot rotate, the cervical and lumbar spines have to compensate. They have to undertake the rotation function. So the risk of neck and waist sprains increases sharply. Why do we do it? The thoracic vertebrae are designed for rotation, restoring its rotational function. It can not only make the upper body more flexible, but also relieve the pressure on the cervical and lumbar spine. This movement is good for improving shoulder and neck pain, and prevent stiff neck. It is also very effective. How to do it? Lying on one side, bend your knees 90 degrees. Extend your hands forward, with palms facing each other. Keep your lower body stable. Separate your knees, and the upper arm opens backward along the ground, like opening a book. Turn your head with your arms, and look at the fingers behind. Pause for 2 to 3 breaths at the top of the opening, and feel the rotation of the thoracic spine. Then slowly bring them back. Do it to 10 times on each side. Advanced and precautions. The key is to keep the lower body stable. Keep your knees stacked together, and don't let your upper body fall with it. If you can't feel the rotation of the thoracic spine, you can put a pillow or foam roller under your knees. Fix the position of the pelvis. Don't use brute force when doing it. Don't swing your arms, but feel the rotation of the thoracic vertebrae. The fifth movement is the hamstring stretch. To protect the vulnerable waist, the hamstring is a muscle group in the back of the thigh, which connects the ischial tuberosity and calf. When the hamstrings are tense, it will continuously pull the pelvis downwards, causing the pelvis to tilt backward, straighten the lumbar curvature. Meanwhile, when doing forward bending, all the pressure is transferred to the lumbar spine. Many people hurt their backs when bending over to pick up things. It's not because of a bad waist, but because the hamstrings are too tight, causing when bending over, the lumbar spine is forced to do a large range of flexion. Why do we do it? Stretching the hamstrings, not to reach the ground with your hands, but to create a safety margin for the daily action. Create a safety margin. When the hamstrings are flexible enough, the lumbar spine can be dominated by the hip joint. It only needs to move within a safe range. How to do it? Lie on your back with one leg straight and touching the ground, and raise the other leg. Put a resistance band or towel on the soles of your feet. Hold both ends of the band with your hands. Keep the lifted leg straight, but don't lock the knee. Point your toes back, and feel the stretch in the back of your thighs. The key is to keep your lower back close to the ground. Don't try to raise your leg higher, and let the lumbar spine leave the ground. Hold each side for 30 to 45 seconds. Do 2 to 3 sets. And advanced tips. When many people do this movement, unconsciously lift their heads to look at their legs, which increases the pressure on the cervical spine. Keep your head relaxed and touching the ground. If your legs can't be stretched straight, don't force it. Bend your knees slightly. It's totally fine. You stretch the muscles, not the joints. Never do large stretches in a cold state. Start with a few cat-cow poses to warm up your body. From today on, integrate these 4 movements into your daily routine. You don't need to sweat profusely or grit your teeth to hold on. Just need a gentle and continuous treatment. Wish you after 40 years old, you have a flexible, calm, and accident-free body.